Hold on. Are you ready to experience a miracle this Mother's Day? Join us this Mother's Day for an upcoming event with Santa Muerte. This is not your typical Mother's Day event. We're bringing together the power of Santa Muerte and the energy of this special day to facilitate miraculous, life-changing events for all our participants. You'll be surrounded by a community of like-minded individuals who are all seeking to manifest their deepest desires and to transform their lives. Whether you're hoping to find love, improve your finances, your health, or maybe just overcome a particular obstacle, the power of Santa Muerte can make that happen for you. Register now for our Mother's Day event with Santa Muerte and watch your miracles unfold. That's right. You heard right. What's going on? Salute. Happy Friday to you. And as I mentioned on Facebook, to all you pussies out there, happy Mercury retrograde. Huh? It's your little scary asses. Yeah, God bless you. All right. So today we're just going to briefly go over the Mother's Day ritual. I wanted to give a little bit more detail, let you know some things you can expect. Of course, when you're dealing with Santa Muerte, you never know exactly what to expect. But one thing I can tell you right now, we're definitely going to be invoking the power, the undying power of a mother from our most holy Mother of Death. Ain't nothing that can't be done. All right. There's actually a message though I had to get off before I even get into this shit. Those of you who join, first of all, I want to thank you sincerely. This is going to be very special. I'm already getting prepared. She's preparing me. Oh, yeah, she's preparing me for this day and for this work. I just wanted to say this. I don't know your reason personally for joining the ritual. And by the way, before I say the message, any and everybody who has thus far picked up your copy of your Master Your Magic Grimoire. See, I got my client one, and then I got my my personal one. You can actually get into the ritual by just ordering that. It is a little bit of a discounted price as far as just, it's only $47 if you're just going to go in there straight away. There's a reason for that too. For those of you who are somewhat decent at math, that's 11. Okay, because this is definitely a gateway to a lot of different things. I'm going to tell you like this, the effects you know not of. Yeah, certain things you have specifically in mind that you want. And I just wanted to say this message, okay? Santa Muerte is so much more than just some means to an end or some folk saint. Now, I don't know your personal relationship that you may have with this. You can't even categorize her, honestly. No particular culture, location can lay claim to her, for she is death. And she is the faithful mother to which we will all return. And I'm just telling you right now, her layers and levels are so deep, far beyond your little human needs and wants, right? And we all have them. I'm just saying, we all have them. She does definitely come through in that way, but I'm just saying you're going to get so much more, and I mean that in a positive way, than you bargained for. So you may be joining this ritual because you have some type of love problems. You may be joining this ritual because you have certain financial, even if it's not problems, maybe it's certain financial goals that you want assistance in attaining or something like that. Maybe it's legal stuff. I'm going to get into her different aspects and just loosely go over that, because there's the mundane level. Okay. When we do ritual work for things, or to try and get somebody, or, stuff like that, that's what's called low magic. And it's not called low magic in the sense that it's any less important, because as we're playing the part of humans, right? Humans have needs and we got wants. So this is also a part of our experience. And where was I going with this as far as just my train of thought? Because I'm all over the place. I'm amped like a motherfucker for this. Okay. But she's so much more than that. There's so many more esoteric levels to her. Even if you've been diving into Santa Muerte on a more esoteric level, you're not deep, because it's almost like there are certain aspects of her that just can't be conceived by the human mind. Okay. So maybe the divine mind, but I just want to let you know this. If you are joining, though, if you have ordered your Master Your Magic Grimoire, you're more than welcome. Just send proof of purchase. We had a special going on to whereas you can join this ritual on Mother's Day. Goes down on Mother's Day. You can join by just picking up your copy and sending us your proof of purchase to AskShangoRayNow.com. That's going to end tomorrow. So if you are, to me, it's a no-brainer. Why not join? The sacrifice is is a sale. And I get this. This ritual could be one of my first entries into my grimoire that I'm keeping track, because now I'm getting scientific with the shit. I'm just saying, that's just me though, but enter how you want to enter. All right. But I just want to say this message, and she has a message for you. All right. So if you're going to be partaking in this, okay. And this message goes far beyond whatever it is that you're joining for. Okay. Whatever the situation, or like I said, money, love, legal situation, health, whatever, all those things are cool. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, keep an open mind, keep an open heart, because one thing you are going to be required, and this is something that I it's a theme that keeps coming every time. And I notice the more I work with her, the more I notice it. You're going to need to die to certain things. Okay. Certain beliefs, certain attitudes, certain, on another level, certain people, certain situations, certain circumstances you need to die to. They cannot come with you as who you are becoming. Now, some of these things we may have convinced ourselves that we need, or that we don't want to part with. That's when it gets a little tough. That's when, because that's one of the things she does. Somebody I had on my podcast a few weeks ago, he just dropped a video interviewing a gentleman by the name of Warlock Asylum. And this brothers went super deep into researching the origins that, as we know it, of Santa Muerte, and It's a very esoteric book, meaning the more esoteric, it has to do with you, has to do with your self-deification, your self-mastery, things of that nature, and even beyond this whole physical form thing, versus just whatever your particular needs, wants, or desires are right now, you know. But I wanted to tell you this because he mentions also an ego death. She's good for that too. I'm not saying that that's all going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen for each and every one of you. I do know that this is going to be a force of good and positivity in your life and transformation in ways. All I'm saying is that you can't even fathom. But do not be surprised, is my message to you, when you come to that crossroads where either you've discovered I'm dead to this shit because I no longer want this shit no more. All of a sudden I realize this ain't me no more. Or if you feel the pull that I need to let this go. You need to give up the ghost, so to speak, in regards to certain things or certain beliefs or certain whatever it is for you. I don't know. So I just wanted to say that. And I also wanted to encourage you to have no fear about that, because you will go through that and you're going to come out on the other side. And trust me, you're going to be shining like a motherfucker on the other side. And this is a continuous process that we all got to go through. I had a big ego death about 1.5 years ago. That's why I went away. Okay, so, and I might have some more. I realize that's a part of this experience. I hear people talking about dark nights of the soul and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I did my dark night of the soul. I'm done now. No, you're not ever really done. It may not, it's definitely probably not going to happen the same way that it did before. It's always different. It's just always different. They always keep you guessing. You will never have it all figured out, ever. Okay, let me get into this because I'm not here long. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. All right. So let's see what we got here. I wanted just to go over, I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. So on a mundane level, or meaning your physical needs, wants, desires, things of that nature, I do suggest that you get clear about some of these things that you do want. Have them nice and clear. Okay. The clearer, the better. If you understand why you want them, that's even better. That's part of the clarity. All right. So love, relationships, family, okay, finances, business, emotional, spiritual healing. Sometimes that ego death that's a part of that spiritual healing. I literally was fucking dying. My physical body was shaking and having waves, and I had to put myself on the floor because I'd be doing these weird snaky things. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody about that, but physical healings. And definitely, let me put a medical disclaimer. Do not stop going to your doctor. No shit like that. Okay. I mean, physical healings can come in all kinds of different ways. All right. You might be led to a particular physician as a part of your healing is all I'm saying. So I am not a doctor and I'm not claiming any medical advice or no shit like that. Okay. That's my little disclaimer. Of course, protection and fortification. I should have put fortification. I just like that term better than protection. Protection assumes that you are under attack or that something's attacking you, in my opinion. Legal, law, contracts. Maybe you are in business. You're trying to, there's a lot of different ways contractual obligations can tie us up. Okay. You may have some legal situations that you need help with. All right. Fertility. Some of you actually want a baby. Also, fertility is about birthing, though. Birthing maybe a new idea or a point of passion for yourself in your life. A child could be that. It doesn't have to just be a child, but for the sake of this, keeping it brief. All right. Spiritual cleansing. And of course, your spiritual growth unfolding, your transformation. And of course, your personal power. And personal power also being just like in your mundane life. An example of that could be just being more efficient and productive. And believe me, you start to feel better the more productive you are, because you know what it's like to lag or to not get shit done that you feel maybe you should or whatever. And a lot of times we like to shame ourselves or, should all over ourselves because of that. But the opposite is also true too, though. When you feel you're productive, when you feel you're making progress here with this, it's a great feeling. You don't even have to be there yet or wherever your target is. Just knowing that you're on the way, that you're making some progress. Every day I made a little dent in that thing. That shit feels really good. All right. This is, by the way, the website. So, as you know, ritual does go down on Mother's Day. Now, some of you may not have a chance to do it, all right, on Mother's Day. I strongly suggest you do, just because I like to keep us all in one accord. However, if for whatever the reason is that you can't, that's okay too. Just do it as soon as you can. And when you have a chance to have some privacy for yourself, have a little space for yourself, make this time for yourself, all right? Make it special. So you will be sent a video recording link. I'm going full blast for you. I'm going to do my own kind of version of this for myself, probably after this, but this is all right now also it's all taking shape. I'm being instructed from this. So I can't even really take credit for that. Have you ever wrote something or done something and then you're like, who in the hell did that? Because it sure wasn't me. That's how it is right now with this ritual. So a lot of it's still coming together, and I'm actually being prepared myself. I'm actually doing work for this work. Okay. That's how impactful that I intend this to be, that it's going to be, should you join now. Okay. So get your Mother's Day miracle with our Holy Mother Muerte. All right, let's get in. I wanted to just go over these. And I'm going to go over these from a more of a mundane level, okay? I'm not going to get all too deep and too woo-woo-y. If you have been going deep with something worth it, meaning looking past all the human shit, going to other realms of study with her, other realms of meditation, she does also prepare you to leave this body. Okay, a lot of people, they don't really know that, but I'm not going to get into that because that's not the headline, or that that's not what I'm using to hook you for this ritual. Although I know that, like I said, this is going to be the ritual that keeps on giving, and in so many ways for so many months after this ritual. So, but we're going to be talking here about the mundane or human aspects, or the low magic. It's also called low magic, like I mentioned. So we're going to be dealing with the white aspect, also known as La Niña Blanca. Okay, and this white aspect of La Santísima Muerte is, she's also really good at cleansing. She's all about cleansing, kind of like resetting. Being that we'll be coming right off the tail of a retrograde. So if you're going to go look at it cosmically, retrogrades are a good time to reset, reevaluate things also, so, but that will cleanse and heal emotional, spiritual, also emotional wounds that have blocked you. So emotional blockages, spiritual wounds and blockages, also emotional wounds that have blocked you. And she renews you. Okay? She renews you. She is also one of those aspects. To me, her white aspect does also provide fortification as well. Once again, think of it like a fortified immune system. No cold, no flu can make a home in you. Okay? We're going to follow that up with La Niña Dorada. And this is the gold aspect of La Santísima Muerte. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. She finances, money in particular, money, wealth, I can tell you this. She really appreciates it when you choose to increase your financial wisdom. Learn about money, how it works, even just simple things to put you way more ahead of your game already. Most of us are not good stewards with our money, myself included, in the past, I should say, up until now. But I am now making much more conscious advancements and quantum leaps because I'm paying attention now. Before I wasn't. I'd get it, blow it, 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 because I could. So she does appreciate those of you, she appreciates when you also respect money. Have you ever heard that money is a woman? There she is. Okay. That's her. Luck, games of chance, lottery. I know. I don't even like to say those words because there's a lot of people who go nuts with that shit. Not necessarily my thing, although I'm not opposed to it. It's just not my thing. I know that I'm ascertaining wealth now, and I haven't, won Nan lottery ticket, bingo, fucking any of that shit. So I am my lottery. That's just my personal belief. La Niña Verde. All right. This is the green aspect of La Santísima Muerte. This particular aspect deals with justice, whether personal, legal, or contractual. Some of you need to land a big contract of some kind. Some of you need to get out of one. Some of you have certain legal things going on that are hampering you. And like I said, justice. So she also deals with people that may need some justice. All right. Yeah, she could be heavy-handed, but I find that a lot of times, as far as this aspect of her, will deal with situations and people in exactly the way that they need to be dealt. Because dealt with, because if it was left up to me, I'd incinerate all of them. You know what I'm saying? But she is, I guess you could say, more fair, Then we have La Niña Violeta. Okay. La Niña Violeta is the purple aspect, one of my favorites of La Santísima Muerte. This deals with your spiritual development, okay, your psychic and magic power as it pertains to you. Also, your particular gifts, if you will. I kind of don't like calling them gifts because we all have these abilities. They are just much more pronounced. Some of them are more pronounced than others of us, and vice versa. Some people are naturally good at math. Some people are just naturally good at like basketball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of sport, or, they just have a knack for something in particular to where somebody else may have to work extra hard or, be more diligent at working to improve themselves in that particular area. Such is the case with these magic and different psychic gifts. But I definitely suggest exploring the ones that even you don't feel strongly about. Make them strong. La Niña Roja. This is the red aspect of La Santísima Muerte. All about that love, passion, and relationships. So relationships could be, yes, romantic. Maybe you just want some sex or a good sex partner or 2 or 3 or 4. She can definitely accommodate you with that. Trust. Okay. Relationships, though, are also with your kids, with your family, with your moms or parents or whoever, cousins, whatever. Also close friendships. All right. We all need connection to some degree, some form of it somewhere. La Niña Roja can help with that. So get your mind right and correct about what area you may want to enter this chamber of La Santísima Muerte for. Okay. Then we have La Niña Azul. This is an interesting one to me. I'm learning more about her even as we speak. This is the blue personality of La Santísima Muerte. And she rules communication, man. And she rules the mind and logic. So to whereas La Nina Violeta is more about the spiritual, esoteric, magical, psychic, occult side of things, La Nina Azul is about the mind, logic, communication, learning, and especially in regards to everyday life type shit. She can help out with that. Like I'm working with her to get a more practical, I don't want to say practical, but a more efficient schedule, right? Because I do so many different things. I'm just giving you an example, okay? She's given me a new schedule with which to work, and she's still giving it to me right now. I just got this like 2 days ago, all right? But she's helping me to batch my work. So for example, what she showed me about me is, look, dude, you can't just go from one chamber to another. Like you need time to, you either like, if you're in a flow in one particular chamber, like let's say, for example, you're filming a bunch of stuff one day. If that's what you're going to do, then just film that day. Maybe one day you want to put aside and just, one day I'm devoting to just writing copy, marketing shit, writing scripts and writing your books. But we're in the realm of writing. If you're really going to do it well, like stay in it. Don't try and write, film, edit, do spiritual work, do all in the same. It's too much. That's what she was saying to me. It's too much. You're going all over the place. As opposed to doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like pick one of these, and she's encouraging, hey, just try it out. Watch. Like I think she knows already what the result's going to be, but the way she spieled it to me was like, look, just try it out. See what you think. So I'm like, okay, you know what? So I've been going on my calendar and I'm preparing for this week coming up. So I haven't put it into process yet, but I'll let you know how that goes. But anyways, she's the mind logic related aspects such as learning, practical knowledge, also known as the patroness of daily living. We can all be more efficient, more effective, and even learn to simplify certain things so shit ain't so complicated for us. She definitely helps with that. And the big thing with her is communication, because communication is so important. I think it's one of the most important things of all. It's been said that the quality of your life is the quality of your communication. And if you think about it, everything you want that you don't have right now currently belongs to somebody else. So therefore, you need to be able to communicate with it. If you want to get money to get that stuff, then you need to be able to communicate with it. To have a good relationship, in order for love to grow and blossom, you got to have communication. In order to have trust, some people say, well, I got to trust you first before I love you. Okay, how do you get trust? Communication. It's numero uno. It's numero uno. All right. And finally, you already know what time it is with this one. La Niña Negra. She is good for using that scythe. In this case, she has a neon scythe, but she's good at just slicing away things. She is like the death epitome or personality of this. And these are just the 7 main. I've seen other colors. I've seen brown, I've seen orange, I've seen pink, but these are the 7, I guess, if you will, main colors. All right. La Niña Negra. This is the destructive as well as protective. She's also very protective. Many patrons and devotees and all that, they contact La Niña Negra, or they work with La Niña Negra for protection fortification. Now, of course, yes, she can also do curse work. And remember, we all need to deconstruct some things so we can construct new things. And that's also where the message was coming from. Because these new things, they want you just as much as you want them. But there's certain things that got to get moved out the way first. in many cases, let me say. All right. That's what we're going to be primarily using her for in this. Like, we're not trying to do too much from just one ritual. So it's not like, hey, you're going to get your money blessed, you're going to get your love life blessed, and we're going to be able to curse our enemies too, and all this. Like, this is more of a holistic thing as far as just in a positive, expansive nature. If you want to go back and work with her to fuck somebody up, you could do that too. All right. So that's pretty much the main couple chambers that we will be. So there's currently right now, there's 2 ways to enter. One of these ways will be gone tomorrow night. So if you really want to get up on it and get yourself a Master Your Magic Grimoire by yours truly, Shango Ray, that's one way. So you can see here, get the book, get in free. Or you can go straight away and just do the $47 shot, which comes out to $11. Okay, so that's pretty much how we're going to be doing it. Sorry about that, folks. I X'd out the wrong screen because I was doing screen share. Anyways, that's what we have, and that's pretty much the gist of it. But like I said, be prepared for surprises. This is going to be a very, very special ritual. I'm telling you, to me, Mother's Day is a very special. Every day is Mother's Day. That's how I feel, you know. So another thing that people don't realize about Santísima Muerte, La Santísima Muerte, Santa Muerte, however you want to term her, is she is also the epitome. When you really think of a motherly love, what you really hear is unconditional love. She's also the epitome of that. Okay. So yes, she is our personification, our conceptual creation of what we kind of like to ascribe to death, but she's also that for unconditional love. Because unconditional love loves you unconditionally. All right. She accepts you no matter what you're going to do. Nothing you can do is going to actually, like, you know, that's the type of love that we're working with her. And I can't think of a better day to work with that love than on a day that we have all agreed stands for loving our mothers, you know. J-Lo. Let me go back to these comments here. So she said, want to be, yeah, right. I was jumping some damn thingamajigs. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead. Hey, Nicholas Davis, Dabbing Unicorn Creations, what's going on? Ara, PG, Deaconess, Smacky, hello, Mooney Islands. Shout out everybody in the chat. But yeah, so this is what's going down Mother's Day. And like I said, I have my own ideas, but she's got her ideas. So I'm open to it. I'm gonna give you an example. I was planning on maybe trying to do the ritual from the graveyard, but I cannot control the different elements or who might be at the graveyard or what might be going on in the daytime. That is, I wanted to do it in the daytime, but I mean, that still could be a possibility. One thing I'm going to do is, on the behalf of each and every participant, I'm taking a rose. So I'm going to be heading out there in the daytime. I'm going to end up filming that because that's just going to be me putting the roses somewhere for you. It's kind of like I'm kind of like interceding, if you will, or like being the middleman, even though through this ritual, you'll be directly contacting and dealing with Santa Muerte yourself. But as far as the ritual goes, I'm the Quincy Jones of this motherfucker, okay? And you the Michael Jackson, all right? So we need each other, all right? That's how this is going down. Rose Hill Cemetery, right? Yeah, so I'm taking the roses out there. on behalf of all the participants, right? So it's kind of like some of you may have a hard time being able to find a cemetery to go leave offerings. Some of you, it's easier. I don't know y'all's certain situations, so I figured that's one thing I'm gonna do, and yeah, that's definitely gonna be that's definitely what it is. So once again, this is going out Mother's Day. And there's still time to enter straight away, but if you want to get in, with a reduced sacrifice, okay? Because I look at all this as a sacrifice, right? When I pay to get into shit, I pay to do shit, I pay to take classes, I pay to do this, I pay to do that, because that's my energetic exchange. Money is energy, So I learned to ditch the whole freeloader mentality like a long time ago, and it's done nothing but pay me in dividends, like over and over. Like it's kind of like you're finding your place in the circuit, you know what I mean? And the circuit just keeps going. So let me see here. What you talking about? J-Lo says, how you been, J-Lo? Maybe go find a place that doesn't have too many people. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, as far as that part, I already know one part of it though is definitely not going to be. It's just there's no way it's going to work like that. So, but hey, that's fine. If that's good, if that's something that you're going to do, Tammy, I might be able to make a what do you call it? A procession for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be able to. But you're going to have to like message me or email me or something like that. Because other than that, yeah, I'm taking this down though. As far as those who have bought the book already from the day it dropped, April 7th, all the way to April 22nd, you can join and you're invited to join this ritual for free. Just send me your proof of purchase. And like I said, but after the 22nd, we're going straight $47 shots. So that's what you can expect. But like I said, there's always going to be so much more. And I'm telling you the effects, it's going to keep unrolling in your life. And I'm putting my foot in this like I have never done it before because I've never done the me that I am now. So you get this, Shango. All right. Lucky you. And okay. I see you, Tammy. Tammy Taylor. Shout out Tammy Taylor. But so this is what we're going to be doing. And like I said, gives you the opportunity to work with her on a very holistic level, because like all of us humans, like I said before, we all have needs and then we have our wants. I think it's also good. I think, it's good to really pay attention to your needs, to learn how to separate. What is it? Is this a need or is this a want? And some of us are just really impulsive and the line gets very blurry. You got to learn to see things a little bit clearer, distinguish between your needs and your wants. Not that you can't have your wants. You can have your wants as well. But I'm saying prioritize. Prioritize. Much respect to you, Phyllis. Prioritize and you'll see. All right. So I'm going to get out of here. I just want to say thank you very much. And once again, to everyone that has joined, I truly, truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said, you're going to have, I'm telling you, this is, we're taking a trip on Mother's Day. You're taking a trip with me. All right. We're taking a trip together and we're actually being led by her. All right. So you're going to see for yourself. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to make sure of it. JLo says, I agree. Can we please teach this to the new spoiled generator? Watch out. They go come jumping on you. They're going to learn it one way or another. You know what I'm saying? They're going to learn it one way or another. Especially those who, still live with their parents and shit. It's easy to be like that. But when you're threatened with homelessness and bare survival and shit, like it's a whole different story then. It's a whole different story then. But, but I agree, but just having priorities and prioritizing your needs and your wants. What do you need? Even if you go into a meditation, you can just simply ask, what is it that I need? And just pay attention. Just, it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you. You know, that's actually a great question that I have actually been taken into meditation with me. I got to tell you, it's fucking mind blowing. You may not get the answer right then and there, the moment that you're meditating and shit like that, but it's going to come. You might be going for a walk, you might be driving, you might be washing some dishes, you might be, you know, taking a shower, something like that. And then it just, the revelation just appears to you, or just, aha, the epiphany, you have the insight. It's like, whoa, shit. And it's like, more times than not, I found it's something that was like right there in front of my face, just like my nose. I couldn't see it. You know what I mean? I'm like, why couldn't I have seen it? You know, but the point is, I do see it now. And that's the only thing that matters. All right. So join the Mother's Day ritual with Santa Muerte. We affectionately title it Mother Knows Best. Oh, because she fucking does. She surely does. And I'll be going through some other different things in the ritual, giving out some tips within the next week or two, as far as just how to get best prepared. You know, I think preparation is so important also. Being properly prepared for something really magnifies your success in that thing, whatever that is, you know. When I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, a lot of times that can also be very stressful, I found. I'm sure you found too, right? You know what I'm talking about. But when you got your shit together, when you are prepared, it's a whole different experience. All right. So y'all have a good Friday. I still have continuing work to do with her. So, oh, and like I said, enjoy your retrograde. All right. This is also time to reassess. So this is also a great time, since we're here cosmically, astrologically, it's a good time to reassess your needs. Do you really need this? Do you want it? You know, getting clear between now and before the ritual is going to be, that in and of itself is a game changer, can be a game changer for you. All right. So anyways, I'm up out of here. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again soon. All right. Peace.